Hey everybody, what's going on? Hopefully everybody can hear me. I forgot to check the... Okay, yeah, it's on. Alright. I was like, I forgot to check the microphone as I usually do before we start going. But yeah, so how's
going to the
everybody
club
doing?
tonight?
Yeah, what they did was, normally we would do the Barbarella 80s night, which is Saturday night. But the place where they have it, the Trap, is they have a private party tomorrow night, so it's closed to the public. So they moved it to this evening. So it's not the goth night, which is also there. This is just the regular 80s night that we would normally go to on Saturday. But I was like, well, we can't miss that, so we got to go to that. So we're going to that tonight. So we can probably only hang around for like hour and a half, something like that. Because we probably got to leave about 9-ish to get there and get parking. And so we don't have to rush. I don't know if... I mean, they've been posting about it like on social media. And I'm kind of hoping that people don't forget. He did say last week that it's like, oh, it'll be on Friday next week. Like, he announced it.
Yeah.
But I don't really know if people are going to remember or not. But we'll see how it goes. And maybe some people can't come because Friday night is not. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. Work off some calories that we ate.
Yeah.
I mean...
Had a big Thanksgiving. Still down there. Haven't eaten it all up.
Well, no. It's a lot of food.
Yeah.
I had 2 big plates yesterday. Not at the same time. I had like 1 plate and that's all I could eat. And then several hours later, I had a piece of apple pie. And then several hours after that, I had another big plate. And then a couple hours after that, I had a piece of pumpkin pie. But today, I just had 1 plate of Thanksgiving food, and that's all I've eaten all day. No pie, no nothing. Probably, I was thinking about getting some apple pie, but then I just kind of forgot about it. We didn't make pies. We just went to Publix and bought pies, because, I mean, you did a lot of cooking.
Yeah.
Making pies is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And we got pecan, we got pumpkin, and we got apple.
Apple, yeah.
Because I wanted an apple pie. I was like, give me an apple pie. The apple pie we got is really good. Actually, the pumpkin pie is good, too. I haven't tried the pecan yet.
Yeah, CB's saying that I'm ready for a night of fetish. Yeah, man, that's my club outfit.
Yeah, he's got his shiny shirt on. He's shiny.
My boots, hold on, I gotta go over here.
He's going over here, going over here, going over here.
Yeah.
Should be good. Like I said, I hope it's a good night. American Military 100 said, Tom, do you know what chocolate-flavored hummus would go good with?
The toilet.
Yeah, the garbage can? No, just kidding.
Throw that shit in the garbage.
Strawberries?
Ridiculous.
Probably. I mean, I've seen chocolate hummus, but I've never eaten it myself.
I've never tried it. That's just sacrilege. It's probably good, but that's not hummus. Hummus is just chickpea flavor with, garlic and lemon in it, olive oil, cumin. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be savory. So I don't know what you put that on. You could probably Indian naan, maybe pita bread, something like that.
Or like I said,
might be able to
strawberries.
Put it between 2 pieces of white toast and eat it like that.
Like a Nutella sandwich.
Yeah, like a Nutella sandwich. I don't know, but I can't tell you because I don't know what it tastes like.
I don't know either. I've never had it. Like I said, I've seen it, but I've never eaten it personally. I love hummus, though. I especially like red pepper hummus. I laughed at DVD Dragon saying before Tom and Jen would like you to remind you all to wash your junk. Well, like I said, it's, you'd think that would be a given, but evidently some people need a little bit of a refresher about it, so, Tammy's talking about apple pie and ice cream. Yeah. Oh. We could make ice cream in the ice cream maker.
Yeah, I make it all the time. Well, not all the time.
He made some mint chocolate chip, and that shit was delicious.
Yeah. I couldn't find a chocolate that tasted good in it, though. It didn't turn real waxy. It was using Hershey's Special Dark, and it's just too damn waxy, so I got some Oreo cookies I'm going to break up into it.
We're going to see how that goes.
And use that for chocolate.
Well, that could probably be better with cookies and cream.
Yeah, but it'd be mint cookies.
Oh, okay, so I guess we could do mint, too. Don't they have mint Oreos? Or is that just is that a seasonal thing?
I don't know if it's seasonal.
Because I think they have a whole bunch of flavors, but I think some of them are seasonal, and I'm not really sure. Zach says, speaking of toilets, I had such bad food poisoning the last few days. Yeah, I remember you commenting that on Wednesday.
Coming out of both ends.
On the bright side, I did lose 3 pounds. Yeah, that's the only good thing that comes out of that kind of crap. I don't get food poisoning too much, but I remember one time I got salmonella at I guess it was at a water park. And I guess I got some chicken or something that was undercooked, and ooh, that was not fun. Yeah, food poisoning's the fucking worst. CB says, Tom, don't judge. I've eaten hummus out of my girlfriend's belly button.
Yeah, but that's not the same as chocolate hummus. That's a weird idea.
A little bit gross, I feel like.
That's like saying, well, I'm going to have some garlic ice cream.
Well, they have that too.
Yeah, it's probably terrible.
I've never eaten it personally, so I'm not gonna make a stand on either side of the equation because I don't know.
The only kind of odd ice cream flavor that I had, but it was good, was in Brazil. Milho verde, green corn ice cream. Now they have a yellow corn too, and it doesn't really taste like corn. It's just it's sweet.
Corn's kind of sweet anyway though. It would be that's why it's not weird to have carrot cake. Because, carrot's a vegetable, but it's also kind of sweet.
Kind of reminded me of Frosted Flakes. You know the flavor of Frosted Flakes?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I love Frosted Flakes.
Kind of what it tastes like,
Yummy. DVD Dragon says, stomach flu is Mother Nature's Ozempic.
Yeah.
No insurance copay. Yeah, that's the cheap fucking way. You're just trying to lose weight, just get it on purpose.
I think a lot of people are on that shit. Yeah. I'd take clenbuterol, though. It's cheaper.
It is a lot cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper, yeah.
I mean...
Cheaper's been around for a long time. It's safe.
It's kind of a bigger pain to get it, I guess. Well, maybe not.
No.
I don't think it's a bigger pain.
Ozempic can go to the doctor.
That's true.
You can get...
with all the attendant costs of that
you can get clenbuterol on the fucking dark web. You can probably get that, too. I looked at other shit that you're trying to find what they had, I mean... It's mostly just real common shit like steroid stuff. You can get that easily. I couldn't find things like body filler or cosmetic stuff. You can't find, you know what I mean? They weren't there was no place that was selling it.
Right.
Which is, I guess that's why all those South and Central American bootleg cosmetic surgeon girls are just use shit like tire filler to fucking put big asses on fucking
Which I
themselves.
Would not advise.
Yeah, that's what they're using. They were also injecting fucking commercial grade silicone, and that's very dangerous because that's not stored in sanitary containers, and there could be shit living in that. And you inject it in you, and you can never get it back out.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, shit you're going to inject into your body, that should, ideally that should be sterile.
Yeah.
But they don't really worry about it when it's just, shit that's not going to be injected into your body.
It was going on forever in Brazil, just streetwalkers and girls that wanted to look good, they just fucking injected fucking silicone into it, just little by little. They wouldn't do it all in one setting, but they're doing it little by little, and it's risky. For infection. And also, injected silicone, the way they're doing it, moves around in the body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can migrate downward under the full of gravity.
And Lord knows where it would
So next thing
end
you know, it's in your knees and shit. And down in your
and you
fucking
look like
ankles.
Torgo.
Yeah. If it doesn't work right. Not everybody responds to things the same way.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing. The girls that were using the tire, it's like a kind of tire inflation fucking kit. That sounds crazy, but that actually, from what they said, it turned out that that's actually less risk than in just injecting silicone, because it just makes one single mass that vulcanizes and turns into silicone rubber. It's in there, so it's more like an implant.
It's like, this is my Goodyear ass.
Yeah, it's more like an implant. Well, instead of inserting a fucking fully formed implant up in your booty, you just make one in there using that fucking a liquid that turns into fucking silicone rubber. Fucking funny.
Old Wrestler said they should call it Fix a Flat Ass.
Fix a flat ass. Yeah. Fix a flat ass.
That's awesome. There's a business idea for somebody. I don't know if it's entirely legal, but You could probably get
I was reading a testimony of a girl who had that shit done and having all these problems, and she didn't even know what to expect. She just said it was these Brazilian girls, and they're talking about here in Florida. This Brazilian woman said she had done it millions of times before and stuff back in Brazil, and she had no idea what they were going to do. She took that fix-a-flat, and she had it connected to a big-ass fucking, almost like a flat syringe. It was almost like a half an inch wide. And she made an incision with a scalpel, and she didn't feel that. But she made an incision with a scalpel in her butt, fucking stuck that in there and fucking pushed that whole fucking thing in there. She said it killed. And then you had to lay there on your stomach for like fucking 6 hours. 6 to 12 hours. You know, they did it at her house.
Not worth it.
They did it on her house, yeah. Yeah, it's fucking... No, not worth it. Too many risks.
Yeah.
Too many risks.
Iris is asking about grasshopper cookies. Yeah, those are actually good. Keebler makes them. And if you can't get the Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies, the grasshopper ones taste pretty much exactly the same, except they're like a little bit thicker and they're square. So, because, you know, the Girl Scout cookies, you can only get them certain times a year or whatever. Although I think online you could probably order them, like, in this day and age.
Yeah.
But, yeah, who eats garlic ice cream? That's head in the toilet waiting to happen.
Yeah.
It's one of those stunt flavors. It's just, you know, chefs and stuff like that make it as like, let's see what crazy shit we can get people to eat. You know what I mean? And sometimes it turns out that it's good, but mostly garlic ice cream. I think my brother said something about, because I think there's a place in downtown Disney that has like a whole bunch of like normal ice cream flavors, but then they have like 2 or 3 weird ones, and they change them every day, like for adventurous people. And so my brother will go there sometimes and like get some of the weird ones. And I think he told me that he had eaten the garlic one. He's like, it's not as bad as you think, but I wouldn't get it again.
See if Toby's coming tonight.
Phantom said, I could have sworn you guys did a recent review of Rose Red, Stephen King's Rose Red, the miniseries. Okay. I actually did it on my Scare Salon channel. So that's probably what you're thinking of. Because I had seen it. I saw Rose Red back when they first aired it on TV back in fucking 2001 or whenever the hell it was. And I was it 2001? 2001, 2002? Something like that. Because I was living in Tampa at the time, because I remember watching it on TV in my tiny little apartment in Tampa. And I remember really liking it, and then Hulu added it. They added Rose Red and Storm of the Century, and I'm pretty sure I did videos on my Scare Salon channel of both of those. So that's probably what you're thinking of, because Tom wasn't with me because he didn't watch it with me. But I really liked Rose Red. I mean, it's very clearly based on Haunting of Hill House / the Winchester House. It's kind of like a combo of those two things. But yeah, I thought it held up really well. Julian Sands is great in it. That dude that's in it, that's with his mouth open all the time, that geeky dude. Like, I just wanted to, like, kill that dude the whole time. But he's supposed to be annoying, so. I think you know what, though? Like, I had seen Rose Red when it came out. Storm of the Century, I didn't see it when it came out, and I only just saw it for the first time when I reviewed it for my channel. And I think I liked Storm of the Century slightly better. I thought it was a little bit baggy in the middle, which a lot of the series kind of are, because it's just kind of like in the middle section, you know, a lot of it kind of got repetitive. But honestly, like, I thought Storm of the Century was pretty great.
Hugo's in. What's up, Hugo?
He'd say, I know Tom misses me.
Yeah, man. Where the fuck were you?
Phantom says, Tom, your top looks like MacGyver could use it to make a makeshift bike tire patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Well,
it's PVC. PVC and fucking mesh.
He's feeling himself.
Yeah. They're going to be molesting me all night tonight, probably.
Huh?
They're going to be molesting me all night tonight anyway.
We'll see who turns up. We'll see if any of the molesters turn up.
They try.
We just tease them.
Dr. Michael shows up.
He wasn't there last Saturday.
No.
Which is unusual. He usually shows up.
He'll be out today, probably.
I would think, unless he's got to work or something.
Yeah.
But, like I said, since it's Friday night, I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out. Zach says, is it fair to say Girl Scouts is just a cookie selling racket? Well, I don't know. I was in Girl Scouts when I was little, but, you know, so I can only speak from that, and that was, like, way back in the fucking 80s.
No, it's selling shit to parents racket.
It's just, I mean,
that's part of it.
Selling cookies, that was only, like, a couple months out of the year.
Yep.
Like, the rest of the time, because you had a meeting every week, and the rest of the time it was just regular shit like the Boy Scouts would do, like little camping and tying knots and that kind of crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and your parents have to buy these uniforms, these little patches, and they have to fucking...
We did, like, bought the
It's
uniforms
not free.
at Sears.
It's not free.
Sears or JCPenney, I can't remember. Like, because I remember going to the mall and buying the little... I liked that they had, like, little variations, you know what I mean? Like, I bought the little dressy thing, and then they had the little socks with the little fucking orange doohickey.
Oh, they didn't
that, like,
sell. They
came
didn't
out.
sell them right there at the little chapter.
No, because ours was held at, like, some church or something.
Okay.
Like, they didn't have a thing for it. So, they had them in the department stores, though.
Yeah.
So, like,
the little badges, too?
No, those they gave you.
Okay.
But you bought the uniform
You're right.
at the department store.
Okay.
I don't remember how much it was, though.
But your parents have to pay to put you in that. It's not free.
No,
Right.
it's not.
Yeah, so they're selling stuff. Selling membership.
I think... I don't know. Like I said, I was in it when I was a kid, but I don't know how much it cost because, like, obviously I wasn't paying for it. I was little. I was, like, probably... Well, what's the cutoff for brownie? Because I was never a brownie. I just went right to Girl Scout. So I was maybe 11, 10, 11, something like that. I wasn't in it a hugely long time. But I did do one of the cookie sales. I didn't go door to door though, because fuck that. I'm not getting murdered. They set up the even back then I was like, I'm not getting murdered. So go to some fucking rando's house. But they did set up, we had like a little booth at the mall where I grew up, the Volusia Mall in Daytona. And it kind of sucked because we had like all different kind of cookies. But I think like 2 hours in, we had already sold out of Thin Mints because those are the best ones, clearly. Yeah. So then like everybody was coming up. You got Thin Mints? We don't have any Thin Mints. I go, well, fuck all y'all then. Like everybody get really mad about it. Well, so can I interest you in some Do-si-dos? Or no, I want Thin Mints. And we didn't have any. Like they probably should have just got all of those and then like one box each of the other shit.
When I was in elementary school, I remember me and all the little boys and shit were just... like highly attracted to brownies.
Yeah.
Brownies and they started off Blue Jays. We thought that was cute too. It must have been probably around second, third grade maybe. In that Blue Jays.
Yeah, I kind of remember. Like I said, I was trying to remember what the cutoff for brownies was because I was never a brownie. I just went right to Girl Scouts.
Yeah, okay. And then all the little Blue Jays turned into brownies eventually. Yeah. And they wore those uniforms to school. Sometimes.
Yeah, because sometimes they had meetings after, and sometimes they had them at schools.
Yeah, they're proud to wear them though. They go to the fucking school wearing their fucking Blue Jay and brownie outfits and shit.
Little brownie.
Yeah, playing hopscotch and fucking brownie outfits. Like, check out them chicks, man. They're hot.
Brownies.
They're in those uniforms.
He likes a girl in uniform.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was pretty cute in my Girl Scout uniform.
Yeah, I thought they were cute.
Green's not really my color, I don't think, but I thought I looked kind of...
The Blue Jay uniform was just like a blue skirt with a white shirt and a little fucking girl's tie.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it had some, it was cute, but it wasn't, to us, it wasn't as sexy as a brownie outfit. Okay. We thought that shit was fucking hot. It looked more paramilitary or something, even though it wasn't. I think it was because it was light brown.
You were the same age at the time, let's specify. So nobody thinks that everybody...
Yeah, we were like in third grade.
Right. You were the same age as the brownies were.
Yeah, we were crushing on them. They were girls we knew.
Yeah. I think mine was kind of like... It was... Because I was Girl Scout, so it was green. But I think it was like a pinafore type dress.
Yeah.
Like, cause I think it was all one piece, if I remember. And then I had like the knee-high socks that were like dark green. The dress was like Kelly green.
Yeah.
And then you had the sash... And then I had the little thing that came out of the sock, like the little, what the fuck is that called? It doesn't do anything. It's just like a little decorative doohickey.
Yeah.
Like a little fringy thing that comes out of the sock, and that was orange. And then you could get a beret if you want. I don't think I got the beret though. I don't remember having the beret.
Yeah. One of them girls was named Kim Park. Fucking me and Jimmy, we thought she was just fucking fantastic. Cute as a bug. She was a a brownie at that time. Years later, this must have been in fucking maybe around 1999, 2000, around that time. I talked to Jim. Jim North grew up. He was now a fucking California Highway Patrol. She was a Chips. I think he ended up becoming California State Police too. which there was a little bit. I think there was a difference between them. But I said, whatever happened to Kim Park? She goes, oh, her? God, that chick's so hot. And I said, yeah. And she goes, yeah, man, she's like one of the top strippers at fucking in downtown L.A. He named the name of the club. So I said, really? She goes, yeah. She's real good looking. She was flat, but she got these implants, man. Next thing you know, she's fucking a stripper. You know, she's like super well known down there. She's like a headliner. And I was like, wow, all right. That's what happened to that.
Tom books flights to L.A.
Yeah. That was like in the late 90s, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, she's your age now. I would.
She was my age.
Yeah, that's what I said.
She's my age. Yeah. She'd be in her 50s.
Let me see. DVD Dragon said, "Tom, don't let him get your booty. Tom, stay strong. Stay strong."
It's not like
and then CB said that he had a feeling that you're a tease at the club.
Thank you. It's not like I'm fucking like, you know, have to resist some kind of urge to give it up. That's not what it's like. It's a struggle against male sexual aggression. You know what I mean? They and the women too, but they're not as obvious. You know, it's the dudes you got to worry about. You try to get touchy and shit.
Touchy.
Yeah, try to get touchy and shit.
But like I said, it's not.
But I know them.
Yeah, it's not like strangers or anything.
Yeah, I know them though.
You don't have to like fend off
No.
fucking random ass dudes touching your ass like I do.
Yeah, right.
Not so much at this place. But
Yeah.
I haven't had any. The only trouble we had at this place was that weirdo that was like just hovering. He didn't touch anybody, I don't think. Yeah. But he was just hovering, and you could tell that he was kind of.
Oh, that one there last time we went?
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked up to him and said, that's my wife, and he looked at me like, oh.
And Mark came up later and said that he was like fucking hovering around Laura. Too.
He left though.
Yeah,
he didn't want any point. He didn't want any piece of me. He just was like, okay.
Yeah, he didn't start anything.
No.
He's not like the fucking bros at mannequins that'll just straight up come and start grouping.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't like to go there. Tammy says, starts off as daisies. My daughter was in it.
Daisies? Okay.
Well, how little is that then? Because is it still daisies or is it blue? Because I remember it being Blue Jays, but I don't know if it's changed because that was a long fucking time ago.
In the 70s it was Blue Jays.
Yeah, I remember Blue Jays. I didn't know any. I remember kids being brownies.
They were Blue Jays, brownies, and then Girl Scouts. And the Girl Scouts were, from my point of view back then, were like grown women.
We were like the older women.
That was like older women, yeah.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure I was only like 10 or something when I was in Girl Scouts.
And I think Girl Scouts, I don't think that exists anymore, does it?
Yeah.
It does? And how old is a Girl Scout?
Could they still sell cookies and shit?
How old is a Girl Scout?
I'm not really sure what the age cutoff is. I think I was 10 or 11 when I was in it. And I think once you get to 12, 13, 14, I think it moves on to... Well, because just like Boy Scouts, you know how you get to like fucking Eagle Scout, you do Weebelows and whatever the fuck. Because my brother wasn't in it, but my cousins were. All right. Like Boy Scouts. So... And then they kind of go to something else. So I think, like, once you get older, like... Yeah, Tammy said there's never been any Blue Jays. Okay. Tammy says daisies are kindergarten and first grade. Brownies are second and third grade. Fourth grade starts Girl Scouts rankings. Okay, so that's about right. All right. Yeah, because fourth grade is about, what, about a 9-ish?
Yeah, something like that.
Somewhere around there, yeah. So that's probably what it is. Old Restless says tagalongs were my favorite Girl Scout cookie. That's probably my second favorite, honestly. Like the Thin Mints, especially frozen ones, those are the best ones. But honestly, they're all pretty good. I'll eat any of them. I'm not picky. But yeah, tagalongs are good. I don't even know what ones they have anymore. Unless it has like raspberry jam or something, fuck that shit. But like other than that, like ones with coconut or just chocolate on it, it's okay. I'll eat any of those. I'm not, like I said, I'm not picky. But they're expensive now, so I don't usually buy them. But like I said, if you like the Thin Mints, just go buy fucking grasshoppers, like the Keebler. They taste exactly the same. Zach says, you look good in green, Jen. You should do green hair sometime. Yeah, I mean, I wore the green. I have a green wig that I wear every now and then. Then Phantom said, that green dress you wore in the park bench video looked really good on you.
Who said that?
Phantom did.
Phantom,
yeah. That was also, I think that was the same dress. I wore that one. I think that's the only green dress I own, actually. And I think I wore that when we got married.
Yeah. Right.
And yeah, that's right. Because I asked you to pick one out. I was like, well, what do you want me to wear? I don't really care.
Yeah. Now, did you lose that copy when we shut that video down? I didn't think about that. Like if you buy the video and then we close the video down, does the customer lose their copy?
I would imagine not, because I think you can just download it, right?
I guess, yeah.
if you pay for it, you can
right.
download it. I mean,
I didn't know if you had to use them as a server. Right.
You know.
The lighting was bad in it, and the fucking we did it without really thinking much about it. Really,
it was fun to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because the whole time we were just kind of like, because that was totally out in a public park.
Yeah.
We just went there
on a lake.
Yeah, when no one was there.
There was nobody there, right?
But we kept. I mean, anybody could show up at any moment, so we were just.
I was keeping. There was only one way in there though, and I was.
Yeah,
and it was. I could see him
like,
coming
just
in.
kind of watch
where I was. I could see up the road. So.
See if anybody's coming in.
Yeah.
That park is actually like I don't even remember what the name of the park is, but it's kind of in Sanford Heathrow area, and it's actually really good for filming that kind of stuff because there's a lot of little side places and like nooks and crannies and stuff, and like not a lot of people go there.
Phantom just said that he just saw the sample of it. Okay.
Oh, okay. At certain times of day.
Yeah, because that was only up for a couple days, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, like I put it up and then I was like, why? I was like,
doesn't.
I don't like it.
Good, yeah.
And it's like I kind of wanted to like film it. I like it. It was fun doing it. It was like when I saw it, I was just kind of like, nah, I don't really think I look that great in it.
Camera angle had a lot of problems with lighting.
Yeah, the lighting was kind of fucked up. And
yeah.
I don't know. I felt kind of like bunched up, you know what I mean? We were still kind of learning how to film stuff.
Yeah.
CB said, yeah, perverts are why I like the vetting at the fetish bar that me and my girlfriend go to. Yeah, I mean, you really have to... Anything that has, like, fetish parties or ideally goth clubs and stuff like that, I kind of like when they have...
Cover charge.
A cover charge or dress code or something like that. I mean, it doesn't completely alleviate the problem, but it does go a long way toward alleviating the problem. You know what I mean? Because you can't... If you just have...
You don't have randoms coming in.
Random-ass people wandering in... You get, like I said, a situation like at Mannequins where just like dudes come in and just start groping people.
Yeah.
And they have to get punched in the face, you know what I mean? And it's just like a whole ordeal. When you just wanted to go dance and mind your own business. So,
yeah. Because
dudes can't keep their hands to themselves.
Yeah.
Evidently. That's why everybody always liked Barbarella, because it was kind of like a safe place you could go. Even when it was downtown and randos wandered in, the bouncers were really good about if they saw some shit going down, they're like, oh, that dude's. They would just like cart you right the fuck out. You know what I mean? If somebody complained. Especially if it was a regular. Like if a regular came and said, hey, this person did that, they would throw them out, no questions asked. So that's why a lot of people, that's why it's been going for this long.
Yeah.
Like at 4 different locations. Because people have been going there forever.
Mannequins got better though. When they put the cover charge there,
it did, but it's really crowded, yeah, and I mean it's not
big enough,
and it's not really that big.
Yeah,
I mean I'm glad that Big Tom. I mean he's been very successful.
Yeah,
because when he first opened it, I was kind of like, yeah, this could work and shit like that, but it worked like gangbusters, like way fucking better than I thought it was going to. And once he expanded it, because when he first opened it, it was tiny. It was just kind of like narrow, but he bought the building next door and knocked the wall out. And then made the dance floor there, but it's still too small for the number of people that come there.
Yeah.
I think tonight they're doing a Wicked themed party. So it's like, like Witches, Wizard of Oz type stuff because of that movie. But, movie. It was a book and then it was a musical and now it's a movie. But yeah. Let me see. I saw a video earlier of some dude, it was in Florida, I don't know where in Florida, somebody asked, was this Jacksonville? Where this dude, this old boomer dude, he goes by himself to see Wicked, and he is really, really inebriated.
Yeah.
And maybe there might be some other substances going on too, I'm not entirely sure.
What is Wicked?
It's that movie, it's like the Wizard of Oz type. Yeah. It's a musical. Like I said, it was a book first, I think, and then it was a musical, like a very successful musical for a long time. I'm surprised it took them this long to make a movie out of it, honestly, because the musical was so successful.
It's a Disney movie.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, Disney.
But like I said, that's...
Which means that it's probably going to flop.
No, it's doing like really, really well.
It's doing good? Okay.
Yeah. Because like I said, the musical was like hugely successful for years and years and years. And like I said, I'm shocked that it took that long for them to make a movie out of it, but they finally did. this dude in this, and he was in one of the back like big VIP seats or whatever, and the dude was like fucking super just yelling and abusive. The movie hadn't started yet, it didn't look like, but he was just yelling and abusive and stuff, and like this poor kid that works there like has to come in and tell him to leave because he's being obnoxious and, you know, a nuisance, and he's saying weird shit like he's gonna, like, you're gonna die, or you killed your parents, or something, like, to the parent. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude talking? Like, the cops had to come. And I was like, yeah, that's Florida, man, all right. These old people around here, man, they're just out of control. Out of control. Yeah, High Desert says, I prefer places with a cover charge, 21 plus. Yeah, and that's what, when Barbarella moved to the Trap, where it is now.
It used to be called the Booby Trap. It was a strip club.
It was a strip club a long time ago.
Yeah.
It used to have tits on the roof. That building is not there anymore. They tore it down.
Yeah.
It's just a regular ass building now. But now it's the axe trap because there's axe throwing like on one end, and it's a big bar, and they have food too. But when they moved it here, they never used to charge a cover. Well, no, because when it was downtown, they used to charge $5, but only after 11. We never paid because we always got there early.
Yeah.
And they would have let us in free anyway. But when they moved to the new place, they started charging $10 like at the door. But we didn't mind, because the thing about it is that prior to this, you know, John Gardner, the guy that owns it, he owned the building downtown, so he got all the money. Like, he got all the bar and everything like that. And then when he moved to the weird pickleball warehouse, which was actually cool. I didn't like it at first, but I was like, nah, this is cool. He didn't charge a cover then either, because he's like, look, I have a bunch of businesses. I don't need the money. I'm just doing this because I like it. You know what I mean? And you guys like it. So he didn't charge a cover then either. But when he moved to the new place, he's like, I don't own this building. And so this business, the Trap, gets the money from the bar. So he's like, so just to keep it running so I can pay, you know, the bouncer and like the lighting guy and everything like that. He's like, so we needed to charge a cover. So everyone was like, yeah, that's totally fine. We didn't mind, because they don't, you know, he doesn't get the bar anymore like he used to. Oh yeah, Tammy said Wicked is Universal. Yeah, I didn't think it was Disney, but I couldn't remember like who made it. I remember seeing the previews for it. It's just I didn't know a lot about it. Like I said, I remember when the book came out like a bajillion years ago. And I remember the musical being really popular, but I mean, the movie might be good. As a lot of people have seen it, said it's great, but I'm not super. Oh, when does Nosferatu come out? Like Christmas, right? I guess, like Tom was telling me that he saw somebody that had already seen it. They must have seen it at like some fucking festival or something like that, and they said it was fantastic. So I'm super jacked about. I'm hoping that it's going to be in my top 5 favorite movies of the year, which I was thinking today that maybe I should do a video for my other channel, although I don't think it'll be a big surprise to anybody what my top 5 are. I've already got 4 in mind, but I got another slot. You know what I mean? To see, like, just in this last month if something good comes out. We'll see. There's some I haven't seen too. Like, I know a lot of people were talking about Strange Darling, about that being really good, and I haven't seen that yet. I might watch it because I think it's down to $6 to rent it now, so I might watch that. But and Cuckoo, a lot of people are talking about that one too, so I also want to see that, which I think is also $6 to rent, but we'll see. Let's see. Burley says Tammy says Wicked is Universal, it's not Disney.
Oh, it's Universal? Okay.
Yeah, Burley says, I watched Thanksgiving, good revenge slasher. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I liked it. Eli Roth makes fun movies. High Desert says, I can't wait for Nosferatu either. I can't imagine it will top the Werner Herzog version, though. I don't know. We'll see. I do like the Werner Herzog version, however. Thank you very much, Zach, for the super chat.
First super chat of the night.
Damn, now I want a bar burger.
Yeah.
What is it about kind of crappy bar food that's so good, even if sober? You know, I haven't eaten any of the food at the Trap. It looks good. Like, every now and then, if we get there early enough.
It tries to be high end.
Like, some of the people are there and they're still eating.
Yeah.
And, like, it smells good.
Yeah.
But I never got any food in there. Although I always kind of said that, too. It's like, man, these bars should serve food because we're always like, really hungry, like, later on. But we just always end up stopping at Circle K and getting sandwiches.
A lot of those bars, if there was a kitchen back there, you wouldn't want to see it. You wouldn't want to eat out of it.
Probably not. Probably not.
Trap is a nice place, though.
It is. It is actually quite... it's kind of high-end, I feel.
Yeah, the food is high-end.
Yeah.
They have, little fucking...
It's big.
Cheese sampler plates with crackers and things to fucking dunk stuff in. They have stuff like that, burgers. I think they may have steaks in there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they... Because when we go, like, our event starts at 9:30, and it's still open to the public. Well, it's open to the public all night. But they're saying the normies are still in there until... They serve food until 11. I think they serve food until 11, and you can do axe throwing until 11. Like, all the lights are on the other side. But after that, they close the kitchen, and the axe throwing goes on. I always kind of thought it was so weird, though. I know, like, axe throwing is like that's a big trendy thing, but mixing alcohol with bladed weapons just doesn't seem to me like a great idea. Yeah, I'm just saying. They're just gonna get in a fight over there. Somebody's having a birthday party, and like all of a sudden, somebody's got a fucking axe in their skull.
The people that are there, though, they're fucking they're like jocks.
Well, I know that, but that's like exactly the kind of people that would do that kind of crap.
No, they're not gonna turn on each other.
Unless one of them found out that he
they're like yuppies,
like fucked his girlfriend or something like that.
Yeah. This is the United States. You don't have to go to a place to go to a place that throws axes to kill somebody. You got guns,
obviously.
You got everything else.
I'm just saying that with liquor, people might get ideas.
Those people that were throwing that shit, that from what I saw, weren't doing very much drinking at all.
Yeah, they probably just go and eat.
They were eating, yeah.
And I don't know, because like I said, they're closing it Saturday because of some private party, so I guess somebody rented the whole place out.
Yeah, they're mostly doing that. It's a daytime scene, evidently.
Yeah. Because it seems like at least on the nights that we go, like by the time 10-ish rolls around, like they've mostly left.
A couple of doctors own the place. They don't really care if they're making profit or not. I think it's a vanity project.
Yeah, maybe so.
They want to make money, but they don't have to.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
I would never... I don't know what that's like, but, Full Metal Nosferatu says, Happy Thanksgiving, Jenny and Tom. Thank you. Back at you.
Actually, if those guys...
Greetings from snowy Maine.
If I was those guys, I would just fucking rebuild the trap like they did and get them strippers to come back in there. Although the stripping game probably doesn't fucking bring in the money that it used to. We go by the Crazy Horse, and there's always fucking like losers' cars out there.
And not many. It always looks super dead.
Yeah, kind of dead.
I imagine that place is kind of low end, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
it looks it.
That might be like some meth ladies up there.
Yeah.
That don't have
just
all
a bunch
teeth.
of simps, man, simping on these chicks that fucking don't give a shit about them. Pitiful dudes.
She digs me.
Yeah. So, we're just friends.
Oh, he's going BTK now.
We're just friends.
That's kind of.
Hey, don't look at her too much. Don't look at her too hard. That's my friend.
She likes me.
Yeah. What do you mean you're gonna go get a table dance? Yeah, that'd be funny. Old simp being fucking protective.
Oh,
guy's been in there for fucking 10 years.
I imagine it happens.
Oh yeah,
like with regulars and stuff.
Guy's probably been in there for 5 years and has spent fucking $30,000 on her over the 5-year period.
Right. So he feels like he has some kind of ownership.
He thinks it's his girlfriend.
Right. Yeah, I imagine they run into that like quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because you know how those type of dudes are.
Yeah, they're just easily infatuated and fucking clingy. And, they're like that.
Kind of sad, really.
Yeah.
But like I said, I kind of feel like that place kind of looks like a dump. I don't know what it looks like inside. It looks like a dump from the outside. It's not like well, I was going to say, it's not classy like Rachel's.
I've heard women, I've seen interviews, and they've asked women what they thought of strip clubs on the street. And you hear what the women say, and it's just like, man, they obviously never been into a strip club. They're like, oh, well, it's just a bunch of, men abusing women and misogyny and kind of shit. And fucking, that's not what's going on in there. It's for the most part kind of predatory girls that know what they're doing, vampirizing off a bunch of little simps. They make a whole career off of dudes simping off them. So the dudes that are going there are not real alpha type guys. They're almost like fucking omega, you know, or beta, you know. So they're not. It's pitiful, really.
It's funny because the Trap still has, like I said, it's not the same building as it was when it was the Booby Trap, because that was an iconic building like a long time ago, like back in the 80s in Orlando. And they tore it down and then put this new one up, and they kind of honored the original by calling it the Axe Trap.
Yeah.
But they still put in a stripper pole, like just in one corner, like in between like the big TVs and stuff. They just put a stripper pole there and then pink neon that says Booby Trap behind it, so you can take photos. So like everybody gets on the stripper pole and like takes photos with a Booby Trap in the background.
Yeah.
So they at least knew that it's kind of famous around here, so it's like they have a little selfie area where you can take a picture on a stripper pole. Tom got on the stripper pole the other day.
Yeah.
He went over and got on the stripper pole, and then like
I forgot about the stripper pole.
He comes back and says, "Did you see him on the stripper pole?" I'm like, "Bro, I didn't know he went over on the stripper pole. I was like looking at other shit. I was like,
I was on the stripper
pole. I was like, what's that? What's that girl doing or whatever? And I was just like farting around. I was just spacing out.
Me and Jan went to strip club together. We went to fucking Rachel's. Remember? We had a good time.
Yeah. That's a much nicer.
Yeah, that's a high end. It's like going to the casino. They got a fucking really good buffet there. The food's fucking fantastic. But we had a battle of the fucking bars, and the bartenders from 2 bars would go there. We got invited because it was our bartender was gonna be there, and had all the goth girls and shit there. All the strippers loved us. Remember?
Well, yeah. I mean,
they liked the goth crowd. They were like, "Yeah, you guys," you know, because a lot of them were kind of like goths, you know.
It's interesting too because we were talking to 2 of the bartenders at the Trap last Saturday. Their names are Cady and Canna.
Canna, yeah.
Yeah, and they were saying one of the things they said that was kind of, and I've heard this just over the years. They're like, yeah, it's like we like you guys as crowd because you guys are like super chill. Like there's never any fights.
Yeah.
There's never any drama. Nobody, you know, it's just like it's a really chill time. I was like, well, I told her, it's like all of the people in here. I was like, look at all of the people in here. I was like, we know pretty much all of the people in here. It's like we've all known each other for like
decades.
Yeah, for like a really long time. It's like if anybody caused any drama and stuff, they wouldn't be here. You know what I mean?
Whole bar would turn on you.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Literally.
Like I said, it's kind of like, you know, in a lot of ways, it's kind of like an extended family. Because a lot of the people, you know, it's Florida, so a lot of people aren't from here. Like, they move here, and some of them don't have any relatives in the area and shit like that. So they get into the scene, and then, like, that's kind of their family. You know what I mean? Like, we have friends that have Thanksgiving at their house for, like, sections of the people that don't have any family to go to and shit like that. It's like, and look at what happened when, you know, when our friend John who died the other day, when he didn't come home Friday night and didn't come out Saturday night, everybody flipped the fuck out. They were like calling the police and like putting up flyers and shit like that. Like, that's what happens, you know what I mean? Because he was a normie dude, but it's like he came to the bar like all the time, and everybody's like, "Where the fuck is he?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what happens when everybody just kind of like, which I like. The Orlando scene is actually very. I lived in Tampa too for a little while. The Tampa scene is a lot more, and it's different now because I lived there in like the early 2000s, but it seemed a lot more cliquey and a lot more snotty. Whereas the Orlando scene is a lot more, I don't know, like it's a lot more warm. It's a lot more accepting.
Yeah.
It's not as snotty.
Yeah, actually I would like to speak on that a little bit. A lot of the problems that we have in these clubs are young guys. Nobody knows them. They just fucking blow in like a tumbleweed. And they don't really know where they are. They have no idea that all these people in the bar all know each other. And a lot of them had dated one another, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So they'll go in there and they'll do some fucked up shit, or they'll say something, or they'll try to start shit, and they don't realize that fucking that everybody in there knows one another, that they're an outsider, they're not an insider. And this is my advice to you young guys that go to clubs. If you're going to have club game, you have to understand that a club is a social battlefield, basically. Kind of think of it like an arena of gladiatorial combat, okay? Except it's social, okay? And before you do anything, before you even approach a female in there, like you want to dance with her, you need to be in that club 3, 4, 5 nights a row. If it's every Saturday, you got to go a couple months. And during that time, you meet people, and you have to know who's who, so you understand the lay of the land.
And don't be fucking weird. Oh, and also...
Because we've had dudes walk right up to some chick and start fucking making a move on her, and that chick is married to the chick standing next to her.
Right.
And the dude has no idea.
And we're just all looking at each other
like,
going...
Oh, fuck. You know what I mean?
Let's see how this turns out.
Right.
Give me the popcorn.
Right.
It's so that kind of shit.
Right.
Well, and another thing, too, is that if you come from the regular club scene or the normie club scene, goths don't really dance with each other.
Yeah.
It's not really a thing.
In the normie club scene, there are a lot of strangers. It's not quite the same ones over and over again.
Yeah, so it's just because I've been in normie clubs too, and it's like I don't like it. I don't recommend it.
A lot of those people are strangers to each other.
But they kind of it's more kind of like, oh, we're gonna go sexy dance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Goths don't really do that.
Yeah.
Goths mostly go to listen to the music and to dance, and a lot of goths like to dance by themselves. Yeah. So they're like, don't dance with me, you're in my fucking way. You know what I mean?
It's like an expressionistic thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I gotta do my moves, man.
You're drinking and you're hanging out with your friends and you're just
like you're just in my way. Like don't fucking Yeah. So I kind of feel like a lot of dudes, especially like dudes that'll come to mannequins and stuff like that. Like goth chicks will be out there like doing their thing to whatever song is on, and like a dude is coming up like where, and she's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
it's
she's
like,
trying to dance with her and she's not trying to dance.
I'm like, I'm not trying to dance with anybody.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Right. Yeah.
We're just We're here, like, just finding our bliss. Just go away. Like, this isn't... It's not how it works. That's not how it works. So
if you're going to try to pick up girls in clubs, you're going to have club game. And to have club game takes time. You have to know that particular club you're going to. You have to know all the people there. You have to have an established reputation of being a good person. Or at least...
Because if you don't, it's going to... People are going to find out. Like,
yeah.
Right away.
Yeah. So don't go in there to fucking get laid. You go in there to make friends. And
I mean, I would advise that anywhere that you go, but
go in there to make friends and make a name for yourself out on the dance floor, and just meeting people. And eventually you'll get known. It might take 7, 8 years, but
it takes a while.
The shit'll happen during that journey, though. It's kind of like you're leveling up.
Yeah.
Every year or so, you've like leveled up,
Yeah, if you just kind of come around there, and as long as you're not weird or, getting up in anyone's face or anything like that, and if you know your shit, then eventually people will warm to you.
Right.
It might take a while.
And if you're going to go into a goth club, don't go in there for your interest in the girls. You better go in there for the interest in the music, because those girls are going to test you.
Yeah.
And first of all, they're going to look at your shoes. If them shoes ain't right, fucking, you got no status. Your shoes, and then your clothes, and then you're tasting music. And even if a lot of times they'll find out. Well, a lot of times they don't have to find out. You can just look at the dude and tell he doesn't know the name of the band is playing, and couldn't name a single one of those bands that played all night. So that means that they're not interested in the culture. They're just interested in women that are dressed like this.
Yeah, it's like a fetish.
And it's like
a porn fetish.
Yeah.
Because that's a whole porn category.
Yeah, and they'll run from that like the plague. They don't like that at all.
No. I don't like that. No. I don't know any goth chicks that like that.
I don't know any goth chicks that like that.
No. They want, just like everyone else, they want somebody that's into the same shit as them.
Yep.
And if you're not into that shit, and if you're pretending to be into that shit, and then they find out about it,
that you're a fake, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's gonna fucking turn on you then.
Yeah.
And honestly, like the 80s new wave night, a lot of goths go to that. It's mostly an older crowd, like I said, because there's younger people there that like 80s music too, but it's mostly an older crowd, and it's people that went to Visage back in the old days, which was kind of the big club here in Orlando back in the 80s. But I kind of feel like the 80s night is almost kind of like easy mode, because a lot of those songs, like a lot of people know those songs, you know what I mean? Not just goths. But if you go to Memento, that's another thing. You know what I mean? Even though a lot of the music there, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of that. But he plays some good shit, though. He's been playing, like, some more newer dark wave and stuff like that, which is good.
Full Metal Nosferatu has asked me back in my Boston days if I went to the place called the Golden Banana. And I was like, no, I never heard of it.
The Golden Banana.
Only thing I can tell you is that one time I was trying to get downtown to Fenway. I believe that's where I was going, and I got fucked up. I don't think I ended up on the fucking blue line or the orange line in the T system. It came up in a wrong place. It was a few miles. I was a few miles off of where I was trying to go, and I walked in front of the place called the Manhole. Yeah, the Manhole.
I kind of feel like every town probably has a club called the Manhole, because that's such a great name.
Yeah, the Manhole.
That's a great name.
And out in front of the Manhole were a bunch of fucking leather daddies on fucking Harleys. And one of them starts fucking catcalling because I was gothed out.
Ooh, that's Tom's people.
He's like, yeah, and he's like, woohoo, man, ain't nothing like a barrel bottom boy, shit like that, just fucking crazy shit like that. Like, I didn't look at them, I just kept walking. There's like 20 of them. Yeah.
That's like what women do when you walk by a construction site.
Like
you're just kind of like, don't engage. No eye contact.
Hey, come on back. Hey.
No eye contact.
Hey, come on back.
Because if you make eye contact, that's encouraging. They're going to chase you then. I had that happen before. So it's just kind of like, you just have to be like, la la la, can't hear, don't.
Actually, it wasn't called the Manhole. It was called Ramrod.
No habla inglés. That's a good name, too.
It was called Ramrod.
That's a good name.
Manhole was another one.
That's a good name, too.
Yeah, there was two.
Actually, I think Ramrod might be a better name.
Yeah, Ramrod. It came out of the T stop near the Ramrod. I walked in front of it, all gothed out and shit.
Chicks love gay bars, though. I love gay bars.
The Ramrod.
Because you don't get fucked with.
Yeah.
You can just go in there and, like, mind your business, and everybody leaves you alone. It's awesome. But like I said, I think that's what everybody likes about Barbarella. You just go in there. Shit, man, I could go in there. I don't do it in the trap because there's some people in there I don't know. But when it was downtown, and when it was in the pickleball court, I would leave my purse. I would just leave it. No one's gonna take it. It's like, bitch, I know everybody in here. No one's gonna take your shit. It was completely safe. Nobody even thought about it. Which is nice, because you can just go and fucking relax, you know what I mean? You can just relax and dance and stuff like that. Like I said, at mannequins, I can't ever relax. I'm always, like, on guard.
Yeah.
All the time. Which I don't... It's not really conducive, because, like I said, I have anxiety, like, all the time. It's like, when I go, I just want to chill out, you know?
He said the Golden Banana was a strip club. It had a reputation.
Yeah. Had a reputation.
Yeah.
Really?
You would think it must be in a male strip club, right?
I mean, you would think with Golden Banana, I mean, that's a dick reference, so I would think...
You're talking about dicks. I would think that was be like an all-male review or something. They only have one of those places here, like a male strip club, but it's only like once a month, and you have to rent it.
Yeah, it's not like open...
It's not an open thing.
Because you would never make enough money to sustain a business like that, because who the fuck would go?
Yeah, so...
Nobody.
Women will throw an event there.
Yeah, like a bachelorette party.
Yeah, and then all the guys show up.
Because like I said, it's... Like you said, you know, bachelorette parties and shit like that, yeah, women tend to get wilder at them just generally because they can get away with it, I guess, but... Well, they don't normally, like in normal life, you're like, hey, let's go to the strip club. Like, it never occurs to me, ever. Like, let's go watch dudes get naked. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
In general, male dancing, male stripping is a gag.
Yeah.
It's a gag.
That's what I mean. It's not serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you just do it, like I said, for bachelorette parties, or you do it for a joke, like on somebody's birthday. Or like, my grandma is turning 100 today. We're going to get her a male stripper. It's that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's not.
Most guys say that, I've never done it myself, but I looked into it. Most guys say that it turns out that more than half of the bookings are like for Nana's fucking 75th birthday.
Yeah.
At her house.
That's what I'm saying.
With her fucking old biddy friends.
Because that is kind of fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and fucking, you know,
let's be
you
honest.
dance for a fucking hour or so and fucking, you know, fucking with these old chicks and shit like that, you know, and teasing them and stuff, and then you leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's about half of it.
Yeah. You could never sustain a business like Rachel's with male strippers.
No.
There's just not enough clientele.
The demand isn't there.
No. I don't even know how Rachel's is doing nowadays now that we have the internet, but I mean, they're still open. It's a massive place.
Yeah.
They got like food and shit though too. I heard the steaks there were good. I've never had one.
They had a bike night, but I never went. I thought about going.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want, you can. But it's kind of far.
That's far.
It's far.
Yeah.
It was kind of far from our old house, but it's really far now.
And it wasn't actually a bike night. It was more like a bike day.
Oh, okay. So they did like a whole. Was it during like Bike Week or Biketoberfest or something?
I probably, you know, no, it was weekly.
Oh, okay.
So
they did it every week.
Yeah, and it was like
Mannequin still does their.
It was like from noon till 7 or 8.
Oh, okay.
And you got discounts if you came in on a motorcycle.
Like, what is it, a weekday or a weekend?
It was a weekday.
Oh, okay.
It's like a Wednesdays.
So it was probably like a slow day, and they were trying to get people to come in like a theme.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Right, and if you come on a motorcycle, you get discounts and shit. You know.
Right. I mean, you can go if you want to.
Nah. If I'm gonna go to that, I'm gonna take you. Have more fun.
That's true. It would be more fun if I was there.
Yeah.
Would be more fun if I was there. But yeah, I've told him. We were talking about this last week, actually. I don't remember how it came up. But, I think we were talking about people that we knew that were, like, in long-term relationships but went out without their significant others. Ooh, thank you very much, Zach. He gave us another super chat. Happy 100th, Granny Opal. I got you and all your friends a stripper. They all die of heart attacks immediately. Maybe that's what they're hoping would happen. Maybe they're all in the will. I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. But I do kind of feel like that's probably like a lot. Yeah. Like you said, like at least half of it is like a gag. But we were talking about it last week, and because we were talking about some people that we know that were in long-term relationships, and they went out regularly without their significant others, which, like I said, I'm not. Other people can do what they want to do. I'm not fucking. But to us, that seems kind of weird. And I told him, I said, the only time since we've been together that I went out to the club without him was years ago. Not this past time when he went to Mississippi, like when his dad died, but a couple years before that when he went to visit his dad when his dad had a heart bypass. And he was away for like 2 weeks. And Memento Mori was in that time. And I was like, I wasn't going to go. And then I was just kind of like, I don't really want to go by myself. That would suck and everything like that. But then Dimitri and Jen were like, no, you got to come. We're all going to be there, blah, blah, blah. We can hang out. And I was just like, well, okay. And so I went and I told Tom, I'm like, I went and it was fun and everything. But I said, I think I sat in the DJ booth, like with Dimitri and Jen and Laura and Adam, like all night. There's even, we even took a picture, like up there. And I think Brian was up there too. But yeah, it was just, I told him, I was like, it was fun, but it's not fun without him, Like, I'm glad I went, but I didn't dance or anything like that. I just kind of hung out in the DJ booth all day. Like, up in the old place, it was, like, up on the second floor, the DJ booth was. But I just hung out there all night, because I was like, it's not really fun with Tom not here. But,
Yeah, Zach says he's seen drunk gay dudes coming on to women. Yeah. Toby's like that. Toby gets drunk, he loves her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had that happen multiple times.
And he's gay as shit. He's gay as shit. If you didn't know him, like I didn't know he was gay at first. He told me that he was. This is long before I met Jen. We were waiting to go into the men's room, at iBar. And we were right there. The door is right there near where the men's room is, where people were coming in. They're checking IDs. And a cute chick walked in, and I fucking nudged him and said, oh, check that out. You know what I mean? And he's like,
Gross.
And then he's like, I don't care about that. I'm gay. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. He goes, you didn't know? And I said, no.
He's like, awesome.
And he's like, yeah. He's always said, do I look gay today? I was like, no, you look good. You look great. Okay. He's funny.
I feel like you probably wouldn't know.
No.
Probably. I mean, I don't know.
He's very popular with women.
Well, plus he's rad. Like,
yeah.
he's just really cool.
Yeah, He's aged some since when I first met him. Of course, I've met the dude probably close to 20 years ago.
He's what, our age or a little bit older?
He's older than me by about 6 years, maybe.
Oh, okay, so he's significantly older.
Yeah, 6-7 years older. Than
you
me.
wouldn't know it though.
No, not really. But I remember, when he was in his late 30s or early 40s, some of the fucking shit that would happen at iBar with girls, with women. He can dance really well. He dresses really well. These women, this is a straight club, basically.
He is the best dancer at iBar, hands down.
Yeah, and women would just fog up on him.
Charisse is up there, too.
Yeah.
She's also a great dancer, but I think he's probably the best dancer at iBar.
He wears kind of like bondage gear and shit. He's leather daddy. Me and Jim were fucking leaned up against the wall. Fucking, he was sitting there dancing and had 3 of these fucking normie chicks just off the street, just fucking remember standing on the dance floor, standing there just drooling over him. And I fucking look at them girls, and I'm looking at where their eyes are, and those eyes were going right to his crotch and shit. And he was wearing his fucking these tight ass like fucking PVC pants, and you could see his shit wrapped around his leg.
Yeah.
Motherfucker's huge. I said, damn, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, hell yeah. I was just laughing. He's fucking funny, man.
He is
fucking hilarious.
Funny. Yeah, he's very funny.
Yeah. He dates black guys. He likes black guys. He says he didn't like any little dick motherfuckers. You gotta have a big dick. He's a size king. Power bottom. He'll come at you fucking ass first. Just jump up on you. That motherfucker could have sex with a fire hydrant, probably. Imagine that.
I would imagine. But yeah, like I said, it's not just that. Like, he looks good. He's a good dancer, but he's also like rad as hell. Like, he has like a really good.
Yeah.
He's super funny, and he's just like super nice. He's just like has a really good personality.
Works at Orlando General Hospital.
He's a nurse.
He's a male nurse. Yeah.
Yeah. Him and Charisse, like, actually, Charisse is another chick that goes. She's our age.
She works there with him. Yeah.
And they work together, so they like come out.
She's always at the club. Yeah.
She's coming tonight too. I saw her post earlier. But man, I gotta go pee. I gotta pee, and then I gotta get I'm gonna get like a little drink.
Better be little, because we're gonna leave in about 15 minutes.
Well, no, like half an hour.
No. No, we're gonna end the show in about 15 minutes, and it's gonna take us 15 minutes to get out of here.
All right, I'll make like a half.
Okay, yeah, a little bit. Just make a small one.
I'll just make a half. I gotta pee first.
See, she gets out of control.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have to drive.
Well, I don't exactly.
She doesn't have to drive. No, because
I'm looking at it this way. I'm saving you money.
I know
I'm
that.
drinking less.
That's fine. Because she doesn't have to drive, she fucking says, "Well, it's okay if we leave, late or I like to get there on time."
I know.
Yeah. I don't like to rush. People are talking about the first strip clubs they went to. I see Zach gave another super chat. Did she actually answer your question on that second one, Zach? But Victor's talking about the turkey neck incident. That was my dad. SideQuest is here. What's up, SideQuest? How you been, girl? She's an ex-Army chick. Okay, just making sure. Phantom's asked me when I lived in Boston, did I ever go to Nantucket? I don't think so. I don't think I ever went to that. The name rings a bell, but I didn't go there. So it looks like pretty much caught up with everything. Okay, Full Metal Nosferatu said that he ordered 2 of Jenny's books for her fiance through Amazon. They arrived already. Okay, good. Which ones did you get? Yeah, should be a pretty good night tonight. We'll see. But it's kind of a long drive. Well, not really. I guess it's only a half hour or so. Maybe 40 minutes. Phantom says, I just got the Charles Bronson film, Messenger of Death, today. Arrived today. Hopefully it's good. I've only seen a few of his movies. The ones that I saw were pretty good. There was one where he played this fucking assassin with Jan Michael Vincent. That was a really good one. What's it called? The Machinist? Mechanic?
Mechanic. The Charles Bronson one?
The Charles Bronson one.
Yeah.
It's called The Mechanic, I think.
Yeah, we reviewed that a while back.
Yeah. Go to the restroom.
Let's see. Talking about Nantucket. The Blue Moon strip club. So, I think Rachel's is the only strip club I've ever been to. Been to a lot of fetish bars, but not really. And like I said, the only reason we went to the strip club at that time was because they were having because our friend was bartending and they were having a competition. So we went there for that. It was fun though. But like I said, I don't really feel the need to go there. If Tom went, like I said, it's like he would probably be like, "We'll both go," because it's a lot more fun when we both go. I don't think I've seen Messenger of Death. Not that I remember. We went on a thing. Because remember how we went on a thing where we did like a bunch of Burt Reynolds movies, and then we did a bunch of Charles Bronson movies? But I don't think we ever got around to that one. But at least we finally got around to doing 10 to Midnight, because I've been wanting to do that for a long time. But because I actually really like that movie. But tell me if Messenger of Death if it's worth reviewing, like, we'll eventually review it. It's about a reporter investigating a cult. See, now that sounds good. Oh, okay. So Full Metal says, I was going to ask, like, what books you got of mine. The 2 books of short stories. Oh, that's good, because I've written several books, but those are still my 2 favorite ones. Hopefully you like them. Tell me what you think and be honest. Like, I won't get my feelings hurt.
Which ones did you get?
The 2 books of short stories.
Oh, okay.
Which, like I said,
that's your old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't written that many short stories in the last few years. I just haven't had time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm writing for other shit, but eventually I'd like to get back to. I have like a novel, like a third finished.
Yeah.
One of these days I'd like to get it done, but I just don't have time. That's all I'm saying.
I need to get some damn antacids.
Well, you probably need to fucking stop and.
Yeah. Stop. Oh no.
And get some.
Oh no! What I'll do is I'll drink some baking soda before I go.
Oh,
that'll help. I just got like. Ugh.
Ciarra said, I think I've only ever read the murder stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually really proud of my Faceless Villain books, but before I did that, I wrote a lot of fiction. Like, I wrote 2 books of short stories, I have a couple of novels. But yeah, like I said, I like writing fiction, but I just haven't had time to do it. And like I said, I have book that's like a third of the way done. It's kind of based on a real murder, but I'm kind of going in a supernatural direction with it. But I really want to get it finished at some point, but I don't know how long that's going to take. SideQuest here says eat a banana. It makes the acid reflux.
I don't have one.
Yeah, we don't have any bananas, unfortunately.
Yeah. Thinking about going down there and taking a shot of fucking baking soda right now.
Yeah, gonna drink some baking soda. He's gonna go drink some baking soda. Yeah. So you might, yeah.
It's killing me.
I used to have that bad, but I haven't had it too bad recently. I don't know if it's just because of the other drugs that I'm on, or. But I always had problems before, and now I don't have too many problems. Y'all gonna review Werewolves when it comes out December 6th. I haven't seen anything about that, to be honest. The only thing that I've seen that movie Wolfman that's coming out, but I didn't think that was coming out till January. Is that a different one? Or... Because, I mean, that Wolfman one looked pretty good, honestly. Yeah, Full Metal Nosferatu said you recommended them to me a couple months ago. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. Yeah, just tell me, because like I said, I mean, I wrote them like a long time ago, so some of them are better than others, I feel like, but I don't know. I'm still kind of, I wrote them so long ago that sometimes I read them now and it's just like not, it's almost like someone else wrote them, kind of. Not really, because I kind of remember writing them and I remember where I got the ideas from, but I'm always kind of like, huh. Okay. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's just really weird. It's a weird experience. It's a weird experience. Oh, the Frank Grillo werewolf movie that resembles The Purge and Daybreakers. Oh, I haven't seen anything about that. I don't know. I'll check it out. How mad would all of you be, says Iris, if I mix club soda with vodka or margarita flavor mix? I don't drink for health and ethical reasons, but just want to ask. I mean, I wouldn't be mad. You can drink whatever you want, as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to hate on it. I've been wanting to review Daybreakers, actually. I remember liking it. Like, I remember seeing it a long time ago and liking it, and I was like, I saw it on, it was on some streaming service when I was scrolling through. I'm like, oh shit, we should do a review of that, but then, like, we never did. You know what I mean? Yeah, milk helps. So, like, Tom drinks a lot of milk. He got a whole gallon up here in the fuck. I saw he bought some orange juice, too, because he went down and got some mixers earlier. Did you get orange juice when you went and got mixers?
No.
Oh. That wasn't orange juice that I saw in the fridge?
No.
Oh.
That's eggnog.
Okay, it was laying on its side. I couldn't tell what it was.
Eggnog.
It looked like orange juice from the top.
And then I drank that shit. It felt so much better, and then all of a sudden it felt like a bomb going off. It's just like. Brrr.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That happens every single time that you do that. So I'm like, oh, it's like now it's just gonna be burping for the next fucking.
No, it only does it for a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
To neutralizing everything in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh. SideQuest says she's been all over the eggnog and whiskey.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of eggnog. I do like the eggnog ice cream that Tom's been making in the ice cream maker.
Yeah, if you have good eggnog, you can just pour it right in an ice cream maker and it makes eggnog.
But see, that's what eggnog, that is how eggnog should be presented. I don't want to drink it.
Yeah, if it's thick eggnog, made real well, it'll turn into ice cream. Because pasteurized eggs, sugar, and milk.
Yeah, it makes really good
cream, excuse me. Yeah.
But like I said, I don't really want to drink it out of a glass. That grosses me out for some reason. But when it's ice cream, it's fine.
Oh, man.
You're all right?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a quarter till. Are you saying that we should probably?
Yeah, because there's shit I gotta do.
Okay. So I know
we also gotta tighten your thing.
Well, I know, but that's the only thing. Like I already have my shoes on. I already got.
All right.
I just gotta powder my nose and tighten the
corset. Let's get ready to go then.
All right. So I know this has been like kind of a shorter show. Yeah. But like I said, we gotta go out and it's farther, so we gotta like leave earlier. So we get a parking spot and shit like that. So, yeah. So sorry to be cutting it a little bit short this evening. But hopefully you guys have a good rest of your night and have a good weekend. I might be putting up a video this weekend. We'll see. Oracle sent me a novel called Bride of the Rat God, and I finished reading it today. So if I have time, like I might put a review of it up on Sunday. It was actually really good. So look out for that. If I don't have time, then it'll probably be Tuesday when I put it up. But yeah, so thank you everybody for hanging out with us this evening. Thank you for your super chats. And we will see you again for whatever Monday review we're going to do. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out like sometime over the weekend. So yeah, so hopefully you guys can come and see us at that. Have a good night tonight, you guys. Good